Welcome to your practice. My name is Inanna, and today we'll practice an energizing flow with lots of twists and hip openers to help you feel strong, feel energized, and take on your day. Maybe have one block handy towards the top of your mats. And we'll start on our backs, lying down in Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. Feel free to have a hand rest on your belly, a hand rest on your heart. And use this moment to straight away drop into the body. Feel the body, feel the breath. Noticing any physical sensations, any thoughts, any emotions that are present right now. And invite them to practice with you today. So you don't have to alter, to fix, to change anything. Everything is welcome to be with you right as it is in this moment. You don't have to engage with it. Nothing to fix or to change. And that is a big part of the yoga practice, or yoga as a system, to give us the tools to be with what is. So we can practice this in the safe space of our homes, our mats, so that hopefully these tools are available to us outside of our mats. When life gets difficult, that we can stay with what is, that we don't need to run away or hide or put our head in the sand and just ignore, but we can weather the storms, we can be with what is without having to identify with it, without it taking us down. So my invitation for the practice today, be right here, stay right here. So when the thoughts are going somewhere else, bring them back to the body, back to the breath, to practice being present with what is. Start to deepen the breath, fuller inhales, complete exhales. Take the hands out to the outsides of your thighs. Bring the knees in together to touch. And then pull the knees up towards your chest, Apanasana. Chin down, lumbar spine down, maybe rolling the lumbar spine into the mat. So in some parts, the flow will be quite brisk today, linking movement and breath. So just a way of creating presence, right? When we're busy breathing and moving the body in the moment, there's very little space for the mind to take us to places in the past or the future. However, if at some point the flow feels too quick for you, feel free to go slower, feel free to take breaks, and maybe come back to it another time. Taking Supta Baddha Konasana about this time with your feet in the air. So bring the sole of the feet together, the knees wide, chin down again. And then same thing, just slowly rolling the spine a bit side to side. And then place the feet down on the mat, wide stance, knees together. Arms out to the side or cactus shape, and then start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Allowing the opposite shoulder blade to lift a little off the mat so you can juice out a little more the muscles along your spine. Enjoying the first part where you're not having to fight against gravity, but where gravity is supporting you here on the mats. No balancing, no standing yet. And then stretch the legs out to the front of your mat. Stretch the arms out overhead on the floor. For a side stretch or banana stretch, walk the heels to the right and your arms to the right. So you're making like a capital letter C shape with your body. Maybe stay or hook the outer ankle over the inner ankle, left over right. Maybe take your right hand to pull over on your left wrist to increase the side body stretch. Keeping both shoulders, both hips on the mats. Full inhale. Complete exhale. And then go to the other side, walking the heels to the left. Arms to the left. Again, maybe left hand grabs right, pull on the right wrist, maybe hooking the right ankle on top of the left, outer over inner ankle. And then amp up the breath here so you can feel the right ribs expand. And slowly release. Taking one more big full body stretch before we get moving. And then place the feet down, pull the knees in towards the chest again. Grab hold of the backs of your thighs and then start to rock up and down your spine a few times to create momentum. Pull the chin in, reach the arms, the legs over your head. And then listen, we'll meet in a standing forward fold. So take momentum, release your hands, feet together, knees wide, and then come into standing forward fold towards the top of your mat. Feel free to bend your knees here. Let the upper body hang, cascade over the legs. Allow the head to be heavy. Maybe you grab your upper arms, your elbows here. Feeling the whole back body gently open up. Supporting the opening with your breath. Steady breath supports a steady mind. And then release your arms. And this time, slowly roll up with your knees bent and your arms hanging heavy, stacking the vertebrae, and then rolling the shoulders up. Head can come last. Come towards the front of your mat for a side stretch. Stretch the arms up. Right hand grabs left, and then lean over to the right side. And then like you did lying down in the banana stretch, take your left leg to behind your right. So you're crossing also at the ankles if you like to. Long inhale. Complete exhale. Change. Place feet together. Left hand grabs right, lean over to the left side. And then maybe also hook the right leg or right ankle behind the left. Both feet stay down, pushing the hips a little further out. And then stretch the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, straight away. Sun A variation. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway with a long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step right and left foot back into a plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale for a half chaturanga, lower the knees. And then lean forward and lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. On the inhale, Cobra Bhujangasana. Stay low for the first round. Exhale, lower the forehead. Tuck your toes. Inhale, seat to heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing the hands firmly down. Head is heavy. Maybe pedal the feet out. Bending one knee and the other. Stay for 3 breaths. Together, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Inhale, bend your knees. Listen for Malasana, squat pose. Walk your feet to the outsides of your mat. Toes turning out. Sit low in your squat. Bring palms together. Inhale, create space. On the exhale, stay pushing through the outer edges of your feet. Tailbone down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And the exhale, take forward fold, hands under shoulders, feet parallel. Twist, left hand under your face, fingertips, or maybe use your block. Right arm reaches up, bend your left knee more. Inhale, maybe stay here, or exhale, take a half bind, wrapping the top arm around the lower back. Inhale. Exhale, spiral the sternum towards the open space. One more, in and out. Nice, release. Bring the right hand down, left arm up, twist, inhale, right knee bends more. On the exhale, either stay or take half bind, wrap the top arm around the lower back, maybe holding your right thigh. Releasing through the neck, spiraling the sternum to the left. In. Soften the jaw, exhale. And release again. Hands come down, halfway up. Inhale, long spine, more weight to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Come up this time with a long spine, knees bend, arms reach over the sides. Urdhva Hastasana, look up, maybe lean back. Exhale, place hands to heart center. Release your arms to Ardhasana. One more round like that. Bring the feet together or hip distance apart. Side stretch again. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Right grip. Right grabs left. Lean over to the right. Maybe stay or hook your ankles again. Maybe stay or take a curtsy lunge so you bend your front knee more so you can lean in a longer stance. Lean back to the right. Good. Change your sides. Reach up. Left grabs right. Lean over to the left. Stay. Hook the feet, hook the ankles, or take a wider stance. Bend the front knee, curtsy lunge, so you can lean more to the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine, long neck. Exhale, plank, step left and right like that. Inhale in plank pose, push floor away. Exhale, maybe half chaturanga or chaturanga, keeping the knees lifted, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale, back bend of choice. If you're ready, upward facing dog, only hands and feet touch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing all 10 fingertips down. Maybe pedal the feet if needed or find stillness, engaging through your thighs. 3 breaths. Inhale in Ujjayi. Exhale, Ujjayi. Inhale, Ujjayi. Exhale, Ujjayi. Last one, inhale. Exhale, back to Malasana. Bend your knees, look forward. Maybe this time hop the feet to the outsides of your hands. Find length in the spine straight away. Against gravity, grow tall. Inhale. Drishti, gaze forward. Exhale, 2 more. In and out, warming up the body through the breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands under shoulders. Parallel your feet back to twist. Left hand more to the center or block. Inhale, right arm opens. Feel free to bend the left knee more. Option to stay, take a half bind, or for a full bind, thread the bottom arm underneath your legs. Left grabs right, so bottom hand grabs top hand or top wrist. And again, twisting the sternum to the right, opening the thoracic. Feel free to bend your left knee more, maybe lift your left heel again. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release, change your side. Right hand down, left arm up, twist. Inhale, exhale, stay. Take a half bind or for a full bind. Thread the right arm underneath. Right grabs left. For me, it's easier to lift the heel and bend the knee. Maybe you try that too. Inhale. On the exhale, twist the sternum to the left. In and out. Really nice. Release, hands on the shoulders. Come up halfway on the inhale. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Bend your knees, long spine, soft knees. Reach up, maybe look up, lean back. Exhale, hands glide to heart center. We'll meet in Tardasana at the front of the mat. Bring the feet together to touch. Again, finding your breath, even breath. Finding your drishti, gazing at one spot. Steady the mind through the eyes and through the breath. Try to stay here. Inhale for chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, say low, pull floating ribs in. Inhale, create space in the ribs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Listen, twist to your right side. Left elbow on your right thigh. And sit a little lower, see if your knees are in line. Maybe you have to pull the left sit bone a little further back. Shifting the weight into the right foot, start to lift your left heel. Maybe stay or take your left heel towards your glutes for a flamingo here, bending the standing leg. Stay or extend the leg back, all the way back in the air, and then land the ball of the foot down. We'll meet in a twisted lunge. Strong in the back leg, long in the spine. Inhale, exhale, spiral the left ribs to the right ribs. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Warrior two. Blossom open, dial the back, heel down. Warrior two to the left side of your space. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, take Skandasana towards the back of the mat. Maybe sit low, maybe stay a little higher here. So it's like a half Malasana. Stay to support hands on the floor. Maybe open the right arm up. Stay or take a half bind. If you like, take a full bind. Your bottom hand, your left hand, takes the top right wrist. Spiral the sternum up, square the shoulders in. Looking towards the long leg side out. One more, inhale. Exhale. Release the bind if you had it. We'll meet back in warrior two. Inhale to open. Exhale, reverse the warrior. In. Exhale, reverse triangle, straighten the front leg. Roll into the front heel for a moment, flex your toes. And then bring the front foot all the way down. Come up with your torso for Trikonasana. Maybe come a little closer with the back foot in. Inhale. On the exhale, get long through the right ribs, the bottom ribs, and then land your hand. Keep pulling the thigh muscles up. Push the hips forward, lean the shoulders back, and then reach the top arm up straight away to the ceiling. Letting the head back, letting the back shoulder back in space. Inhale, strong in the back leg. Exhale, one more. In and out. Really nice. Bend the front knee again. Coming back to warrior two. Inhale. Reverse the warrior. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Listen for side angle. Take, if you can, the hand to the inside of your foot. You could also use a block here. Take the top arm up. Maybe stay, maybe take a half bind, back of the hand towards lower back, and then reach the top shoulder back in space. Stay if you like to go for a full bind. Thread the bottom arm underneath your thigh. Right hand, bottom hand grabs top arm if available. And as soon as you have it, again, roll the sternum up as if your right ribs want to spiral up towards the sky. Leaning back with your head strong in the back foot. Inhale, two more. Exhale, soften the jaw. Inhale. Exhale, well done, release. We'll meet back in side angle, arm reaches up. Easy twist, frame the front foot, lift your back heel, and then lift your right arm up towards the sky. Great place to stay. Maybe come with me for Vashisthasana, side plank. Turn the toes to the right, walk the right foot further to the center of your mat. Stay or stack your legs. Reach the top fingertips up towards the ceiling or the arm up and over your head. Say what feels best. Floating ribs, pull in. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. We'll meet in plank pose. Inhale, plank, maybe three-legged if you like. Exhale, chaturanga, one or two legs. Inhale, back bend of choice. Up dog, only hands and feet touch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Walk the feet a little closer together. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Reach the right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, open up the right hip. Great place to stay. If you like to flip it, take wild thing, place the foot behind you, dip your hips. Inhale, reach. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Exhale here. In. Exhale, three-legged dog. We'll meet here. Right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to nose, round forward. Place the foot between your hands. Back to easy twist, right arm reaches. We'll add on. And then push with your bottom hand, push yourself off the floor. Little springing action. Come into a twisted high lunge, taking the shoulders over your hips. Reach the fingertips away from you. Inhale. Exhale, revolve reverse, back hand to lower back. Top arm reaches up, maybe over, create space in the left ribs. Inhale. Exhale, use the space. Prayer twist, one more this side. Elbow to thigh. Bring the palms together to touch. Spiral the sternum, spiral the left ribs up. Strong and back leg out. Look towards your front foot. Twist the chair like nothing happened. Step the back foot in. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale for chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale here, one-legged Tardasana. Take your right knee up with you. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take tree pose, Vrikshasana. Take the knee out to the side. Place the foot on your thigh, maybe on your calf, maybe a toe on the floor today. Palms together to touch. Maybe you reach your arms up. Maybe you take a side stretch, right hand grabs left, and you lean over towards the bent knee side. Steady gaze, steady breath to help you steady the mind. One more time, full inhale. Complete exhale. Great job. Inhale, reach the arms up, knee up. Exhale, Tardasana, front of your mats. We'll have that flow one more time for the other side. Now you know the flow already, so you can focus even more on your breathing. Allow the combination of breath and movement to guide you in a state of complete presence, like a meditation in motion. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, solo. Use the breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Hands to heart center. Twist to your left side. Push the right sit bone a little further back so your knees are in line. You're twisting from the center of your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Flamingo. Bring more weight on the left foot so you can lift your right heel. You can stay here or bring the heel towards your glutes. Squeeze your inner thighs together for support. And then start to extend the right leg back behind you in the air. Trust yourself. And then lower the ball of the foot down. A really nice twisted high lunge. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Spiral the right ribs to the left ribs. In and out. Warrior two. Dial the back heel to the floor. Right arm blossoms you open. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, so lower, looking over the front fingertips. Strong in the back foot, inhale. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Start to bend the back knee more. Turn toes out, extend the front leg more. Maybe stay or take an arm variation. Lift the left arm up. Maybe half bind if available. Full bind again, bottom arm wraps around your shin. Bottom hand grabs top hand. Lifting the sternum in. Soften the face out. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands back to warrior two. Strong legs, strong center. Dive up. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Exhale. Extend your front leg. Reverse triangle. Roll to the front heel. And then bring the sole of the foot back down, keeping the legs extended, the arms long. I need to shorten my stance from behind. Maybe you do too. For Trikonasana, look forward, grow tall first. Inhale. On the exhale, lean forward, get really long, and then lower the front hand down. Reach the top arm up, push the hips forward, and the shoulders back. Draw the bottom shoulder down and back a little more. You can gaze up or gaze to the horizon straight ahead. Maybe even look down to the front foot. Strong in your legs. Activate your thigh muscles. Inhale. Exhale here. One more. In and out. Good job. Bend the front knee back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Side angle. Inhale. Arms wide. Exhale. Land the front hand to the instep of your foot. Could use your block here or come onto your fingertips. Top arm reaches up. Maybe half bind. Maybe full bind. Take the bottom arm underneath your thigh. Again, the bottom hand, your left hand, try to grab the right or maybe a piece of fabric. Once you have that, the top shoulder leans back in space again. Think your bottom ribs, your left ribs spiraling up towards the ceiling while you're pushing into the knife edge of the back foot. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Strong in both legs. Exhale. Last one. In and out. Good. Release. Easy twist. Lift the back heel. Right hand down. Left arm up. You can totally stay here or take Vashisthasana, all toes to the left. Walk the left foot further down the mat. Stay or stack your legs. Flex your feet. Pull floating ribs in. Push bottom hand down. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale for your plank. Maybe 3-legged plank, lifting the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale, back bend with 2 feet down, best. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the feet a little closer in, but keep your hands shoulder distance apart. Inhale, the left leg back and up, 3-legged. Exhale, open the left hip, pull the heel in. Great place to stay. Or flip your dog, wild thing. Place the foot down, dip your hips. And then reach the top arm up and over. You could also support your head with your hands. 1 more breath, inhale. Exhale. Circle it back, 3-legged dog in. Exhale, knee to nose, round forward, step the foot between your hands. Easy twist again, left arm reaches up. And then spring up by pushing with your bottom hand down. So you have a little momentum to come up, makes it a bit easier. Keeping the shoulders over your hips. Navel pulls towards your front thigh. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, lower the back hand to lower back. Inhale, reach the top arm up, maybe over. Exhale here. Creating space for prayer, twist, inhale. Exhale, bring elbow to thigh. Palms together in front of your heart. Spiral the sternum towards your thumbs. Keep strong in the back leg. Look towards your front foot. For a twisted chair, take the back foot in, both thighs together. Sit low. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stay bend in your knees, chair pose. Exhale here. 1-legged Turdasana. Take your left knee up towards your belly and then bring the hands into touch. Again, for your tree pose, take the knee out to the side and then place the foot, I have no balance today, place the foot to the inside of your thigh, your calf, or keep the foot down, or the toe down rather. You can have the hands in front of your chest, or you reach the arms up. If you like to take a side bend, the left hand grabs right, and you pull yourself over to the side. Drishti, gaze, locked in one spot. The breath is soft and even. 2 more. Really nice. Reach the arms up, bring the knee up, and then place the foot down. Let the arms sink down. Take a breather. Releasing the breath through the mouth if you like to, if there is any tension in the face. We'll flow one last time. On the inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, either step directly to down dog or come with me to plank pose. Inhale, exhale, Chaturanga, or half knees can come down. Inhale for cobra or upward facing. Lift the heart. Exhale, last downward facing dog. If you like to shake the head or flutter the lips, paddle the feet, this is your time to do it. We'll meet one last time in Malasana and squat pose. Bend your knees, hop or step your feet to the outside of your hands. Get long in the spine. Pull the tailbone down. And then we'll take it to a seat. If you like to try, bring the arms in front of you and sit behind your heels. Place the feet to the floor. And then bring the feet together to touch for a Baddha Konasana. And make sure that you're on your sit bones. You're not rolling behind the sit bones, but you're on your sit bones, tilting the pelvis forward. And this tilt is what allows for the forward fold. Doesn't matter so much how low we go with the torso. So energize the knife edges of your feet. So pushing the knife edges of your feet together, and you might feel how that translates into your inner thighs. So it's not so much a pulling action with your hands, the torso down, but more like a pushing action with the outsides of the feet together. So you're flexing the toes a little bit here too. And then leaning forward any amount, try to keep the spine long, the shoulder blades gently hugging back. So that creates an opening here in the collarbones, in the chest. And imagine as if your chin wanted to land in front of your toes. It's probably not going to, mine isn't, but just in the direction. So it's not showing us the forehead down, it's more reaching the chin forward and down. I'll go quiet here for a few breaths. Allow yourself to melt into that pose, breath by breath. And slowly come back and up with a long spine. Sit up again, bring the knees together to touch. And then extend your right leg and bring the left sole of the foot in. So like tree pose legs. I'll just show you to the other side so you don't have to turn, just so you can see better. So your right leg out and your left foot bent. So the right leg goes a bit on an angle, like a half upavista, like a half straddle. Doing one more little deeper side bend. So you walk the right hand to the inside of the leg and again spiral the chest open. So you can take your hand to the bottom ribs and really support that movement, that twist up. Maybe come onto the forearm of the right arm and then take the top arm, your left arm up and over, and the arm can be over your ear, the arm can reach a little higher depending what your shoulder likes. Flex the foot on the floor and then maybe grab hold of the outer edge of the foot with the top hand and the inseam of the foot with the bottom hand. So if you have the foot, you again can initiate that spiraling movement in the spine as if your left ribs, your left chest wants to look up while both sit bones stay down. Stay for 3 breaths wherever you can. Breathe freely. That's more important. Really nice. Release the foot. Slowly come up. Take a little counter twist to the bent knee side. And then change the sides. So left leg goes out, right foot in. Pushing down both sit bones, taking the left hand to the inside of the foot. The free hand on the bottom ribs, and then again spiral the rib cage up. And then maybe stay, hand down, maybe forearm down. The free arm, the right arm reaches up. Up and over, maybe all the way over to grab the foot for one side. That's easier than for the other, probably. For me, the other side was the easier one. And then again, initiate that spiral, bottom ribs towards the sternum, towards the sky, pushing the right sit bone firmly down. Inhale. Exhale. Take another 3 breaths wherever you are. Really nice. Slowly come up again, reach the top arm up. Take a little counter twist to the right side, bend knee side. And then come back to center, collecting your legs so you are towards the front of your mat and you have mat behind you. Last time, wriggle onto your sit bones, lift the heart, inhale. Get round on the exhale and then roll the torso back on the mat, shoulders, arms on the mat. Feel that sensation of arrival, pulling the knees into your chest. Maybe like you started, take that Supta Baddha Konasana, feet in the air or feet on the floor. Feeling the symmetry in the pelvis again. Maybe now all the joints feeling a little more lubricated, all the muscles a little stronger and awake. Maybe you feel a little more energized, a little more present in your body than you did at the beginning of practice. And then slowly release, take a moment of rest, bring the feet down, extend your legs to the front, right, left corners of your mat. The arms by your side, let the feet sink out to the sides. Soften the hips, let the palms look up, softening, opening the shoulder girdle. Let's take a few moments here, letting the practice sink in, of allowing yourself to be completely present in the here and now, present in your body. Feel free to stay as long as you like to. If you have to get on with your day, start to move your hands and feet. Maybe reach the arms long overhead, take a big stretch. And then pull the knees into your chest. And roll over onto your favorite sides. Using your bottom hand for support, and then very slowly start to lift yourself up towards seated. Finding a cross-legged seat that allows you to lengthen the spine, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And then bring the palms together to touch, relaxing the face and the belly. Taking one more long, soft inhale through the nose. And a releasing sigh out of the mouth. Bow the forehead towards the fingertips as a gesture to bow the mind down in front of your heart. Bowing down in front of yourself for taking the time to practice being present, to being brave enough to be with what is in this very moment. And if you like, continue to bow down in gratitude for this life. And gently blink the eyes back open and lift your gaze. And I'll Thank you for your beautiful practice, for your time, for your energy. I'm looking forward to catch you again. Be well.